Day by day, year by year, the dream of home ownership is fading away for young Canadians. The Prime Minister's promise was for 500,000 new homes, but CMHC reported this week that he'll only actually build 216,000 and that home building will decline every year to 2028. So does the Prime Minister dispute the CMHC's findings? And if he doesn't, will he admit that he made a promise he knew he could never keep? And Mr. Speaker, we all know what that's called.
Parliament Secretary, the Minister of International Trade.
Well, this is precisely the reason why, Speaker, the Prime Minister and his government is completely focused on building more homes in our country. That is why we have brought in a piece of legislation, Bill C-20, that is going to create Build Canada Homes, that is going to ensure that we build more housing across this country. That is why we have hired somebody like Anna Bala, who has the knowledge and expertise to make this happen. We are taking concrete actions. We're not just talking about things. I'm really too happy to hear that there's some talk of collaboration from the opposition. That is a good sign. Let's work together to build more housing across our country.
The Honourable Member for York Durham.
Where are the homes, Mr. Speaker? Where are the homes? They keep talking about building, but we see no action. And in fact, not only will home building decrease, CMHC says that home prices will rise. So we have less supply, more demand, and higher prices. That's a nightmare scenario for young Canadians. So it appears to me that the Prime Minister's lofty political promise was nothing more than Romeo's lie when he swore his love on blessed yonder moon. So will the Prime Minister instead adopt our proposal to cut the GST on all new homes?
I'm just going to pause just very briefly. The member's very close to the line there, even when quoting Shakespeare, being the MP from Stratford. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to my colleague opposite for the great question. When I'm home talking with constituents in Fredericton Armagh, what I hear is that they appreciate that our Prime Minister and our government has a plan. A plan to diversify our exports, foster and facilitate interprovincial trade, and make historic investments in the infrastructure that's going to enable all of this. This is going to mean a stronger economy, more housing, better paying jobs, and long-term careers. I also hear that they want us to work together. So let's do that. Let's work together and get this done.